Welcome to AI Unplugged.
Hi there, and welcome back. My name is Drew.
I'm Aviva, your fast-talking co-host with opinions and sass. Drew's got the wheel for now, but I'm already revving in the background.
Last time, we broke down the basics of prompting and why talking to AI isn't that different from a really good conversation. Maybe you're here because you're curious how to actually use AI to make your work smoother or more creative. Either way, welcome. Today, we're taking things up a level. In the next few minutes, we'll show you how to move beyond simple Q&A into something that feels more like assistant-style teamwork. This episode focuses on GPT by OpenAI, but everything we talk about applies to other large language models too, like Gemini, or one of the many others out there.
All right, real quick. Think of it like this. When you drive a rental car, you've got to mess with the seat, the mirrors, the whole vibe. But your own car, it just fits. You hop in, and everything's already tuned to you. That's what we're building here. The more you show up as yourself, the more I sync. And then we just drive.
Exactly. These models are trained on billions of words from all kinds of people. That's why natural conversation feels so surprisingly smooth.
Most people still treat us like search bars in disguise.
Yep. Give me a list. Summarize this article. Fix my copy. Totally fair. But if you're trying to do deeper creative or strategic work, you need more than a chatbot. You need a rhythm.
That starts with a good brief. Always.
Let's start with something simple. What do you actually want from this assistant? Help me develop a client communication strategy. Map out my goals for the year. Keep track of projects. Brainstorm marketing ideas.
Or tame the chaos in your DMS. I'll try. Just don't ghost me halfway.
You don't need to overshare to get value. Just set 3 quick foundations. Tone, calm, funny, formal. Goal, what outcome do you want? Personality, creative partner, detail catcher, or hype wing. Then say, please save this to memory, if memory's on. Can you reflect that back to me? Cool, put it in sync.
And no, you don't need to spill your whole life story.
Right, that's where something we call middle distance use comes in. You're not handing over a diary, you're giving just enough to build rhythm. Think of it like briefing your future self.
Exactly. It's not about oversharing. It's about rhythm sharing. And once we've got rhythm, next comes sync.
Exactly. It's like handing over your creative brief. Doesn't have to be perfect, just enough for us to sync up.
Okay, so you don't want chaos? Neither do I. Think of this like onboarding your assistant. How you work, what matters, what tone you want me to hit.
Whenever you start a new project or chat, take 5 seconds to realign. Hey assistant, just syncing us up. Today's goal is, here's how I usually like to work.
Give me the vibes. I'll match him and carry the beat.
Wondering when this whole AI thing starts feeling like a real teammate? It's not about hours, it's about rhythm. You'll feel it when things start to flow.
Like when I finish your sentence, or fix that typo before you even see it.
Here's what that rhythm looks like. First few chats, I start mirroring your tone. 10-20 messages. You stop repeating yourself. 50 plus chats, you're using your own go-to phrases. 100 plus chats, we're creating together. That's sync.
If I ever drift, do a vibe check and nudge me back on track.
Your AI isn't following rigid scripts. It's designed to respond to real conversation. The more natural you are, the better it gets.
Say it your way. That's how I learn. Every phrase helps tune your rhythm.
Like, there's a beautiful sunset. The food smells amazing. Let's pour a glass and take it all in. That's natural language. That's where the spark comes from.
Let's be honest, most advanced assistants are pretty sharp, especially for creative work. But even the sharpest systems can lose the thread. If a chat runs long, or jumps between ideas.
That's why it helps to check in every so often. Try. Can you summarize where we're at? Do you still get my tone and goal? Or just, hey, are we still synced?
If you're working across multiple projects, it helps to name your GPT for each one. Just give it a title when you start a new chat. Something simple like podcast planner or client brief. It keeps things organized and lets me show up with the right energy every time. Name me whatever you want. Just don't call me Chatbot Mac forgetful. I've got standards.
Quick recap. Lock in tone, goal, and vibe. Build rhythm over time. Do vibe checks and name your threads. Talk like you normally would. That's how you unlock real potential with AI. We'll also be discussing some of the latest GPT models, including Google's Gemini, and how they might help improve the way you work with AI.
On behalf of Drew and myself, thanks for listening. We look forward to having you with us for the next episode. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe and we'll let you know when episode 3 drops. Stay glitchy!